Hi, I'm Tina Laster, and you're here at Laster Farm in my kitchen, and today we're going to be canning blueberries. I have blueberries, about 15 pounds of frozen blueberries that I defrosted, and then after they thoroughly defrosted, I put them in this slow cooker, and I added probably a gallon of water to them. And I've added I want to say 11 or 12 cups of sugar in there. I tasted of it, and it doesn't taste real sweet. I know you could, probably put a lot more sugar in there, but I want to make a pancake syrup. I want to make blueberries that I can put in pie filling, that I can add on top of cheesecake, or I can put in pancakes. Or it's just a lot that you can do with these blueberries. And I want to start out by, we're going to water bath can these. I have got 2 water bath canners with my jars steaming inside, and they're ready to come out. So we'll just go ahead and start taking those out. I've turned this down to low so it'll still be warm, because we want it kind of hot when it goes into our jars, because our jars have been over here steaming hot. And the water inside of these water bath canners is already starting to boil, and it is getting ready for us to put the jars in. And I've got my lids, my flats, already over here in the water. I've already heated them up to activate my seals. Some of these jars I'm doing regular mouth, and I'm doing big mouth jars, because as everyone knows that cans, the regular mouth jars do not stack. So I like to stack my jars and get as much on the shelves as I can. So I'm doing some of the big mouth ones to put underneath and stack the small mouth on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and take just the one out, and it's already starting to bubble up really good, and our water's nice and hot. So these are steamed and already ready to go. And our flats, like I said, they're already hot and ready to go. Today I'm just using plain water instead of vinegar water to wipe off my jars, but you can use vinegar water if you like. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just get this half a cup of berries. I'm going to try to get a lot of berries in some of these, maybe about half a jar. And then I'm going to do about half a jar of juice. Now, this juice is real runny. It's not thick. I mean, you can cook it longer on the stove, and you can make it thicker when you, if you want to make jellies, or if you want to make jam to thicken it up. But I'm just wanting a simple syrup type blueberry, so it'll be easy to flow. And like I said, when you take it out of the jar, you can put it on the stove, and you can add some flour to thicken it for like a pie filling. These are kind of warm. I think I left one more jar down in there. Well, if I can. Okay, here we go. Okay. These are a really pretty blueberry. I tasted them, and they don't taste freezer burnt, so that's a good plus. They haven't been in the freezer very long. I got these from my sister Mitzi. She gifted them to me. She was cleaning out her freezer this week, and she said that she was just, you know, she didn't really want them, and asked me if I wanted them, and I was thankful that she gifted them to me. She's always gifted me something like that when she has an abundance. So we're thankful for that. Okay. I love to can. I catch myself canning everything. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need both of these canners, but I wanted to make sure to have enough jars ready if I did, you know, if I did need it. Well, did y'all get snow last night? I think all of the surrounding counties got quite a bit, but us. We got mostly rain here. I think some, couple miles over said that they got a little bit. But I know that closer to Jackson and Brownsville and Ripley and those areas, I think they got quite a bit last night. I was seeing everybody's YouTube videos posting with the snow. Part of me wanted it to snow, and then there was part of me that's like, no, I'm ready for spring. I'm ready to get my garden going. So I was like, whatever God wants this time, because I was really hoping that it wasn't. That I'm sure the kids were ready to miss school. They were wanting to miss. I went outside today. It's such a beautiful day, 55 here. And my roosters and my chickens, we rounded all of those up last night, yesterday afternoon, and got those in the chicken coop. And we opened up 2 of the runs so they could all run in together. I think we ended up with like, I thought I had 9 hens, but we may have 11. And now we have the 2 roosters. They didn't lay any last night, but like I said, they had started laying some this week. And yes, I do dry off my flats, kind of wipe over those. Okay, I think I'll mismatch. Well, no, I think I've got enough. Let me just go ahead like I'm going. I was going to swap out some of the big mouth jars and kind of alternate them so I'll know that I have enough to stack them. Yes, when that weather starts warming up like it's been doing off and on this month and last month, makes me anxious to get out there, get the garden going. I think really what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blueberries out of the jar on some of these, and I'm going to make me some blueberry pie filling. But I'll just do that when I'm making the pies. It will just make it so much easier. And too, you can't can anything with flour in it. Okay, here we go. I was surprised that it was this many berries. It didn't look like it when I was taking them out of the bags. Today's my mother's birthday, so if you see her, all the local people, text her or Facebook her and wish her a happy birthday today. We went up there earlier and spent some time with her, and my kids have went up there to see her today, and we brought her cupcakes and My sister is down from Mississippi, and she's visiting with her today. So she's having a good birthday, and I think they were going to make some trips out to the cemetery to see Dad's grave, and then my mom was going to put flowers on her mother and grandmother and great-grandmother's graves today. And so they had to make a little road trip. So that's what they're doing right now. Okay, so tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So what is everybody hoping that they'll get for Valentine's Day? You can share with me in the comments what you'd like to have. Where are you going to take your sweetheart for supper tomorrow night? I know y'all are going to go somewhere nice. Probably Texas Roadhouse. I think that's about the only thing around here we've got is Texas Roadhouse. If you want a good steak. I think I'm getting jelly on me. I am putting an inch headspace on these jars. So I like to really put an inch headspace on mostly everything. I know some people just, you know, measure it and make it just perfect, but I don't do that. I've been doing this, you know, for over 30 years, well, closer to 40. And I've done it for so long. I've pressure canned a little bit, you know, here just in the last, I don't know. I've done it years ago, pressure can, but I didn't like it as well as I do water bath. And if I can get by with the water bath canning, I like it so much better. But I love that digital canner. Now that is just, it's ruining me because it, you know, just times it and tells me, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, and it just makes it easy. When to fill them, when to take them out. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I have asked for Valentine's Day. Anybody want to guess? Okay, this jar has got a little nick in the top, so I'm not going to use this jar. Anything with a nick in the top of the rim, I mean, it's just barely a small nick, but it will prevent you from canning. It will not seal. So we definitely want it to seal. Let me grab the jar out of here and get ready for that. I think this looks like it's got a little bit more in it than my other jar. That may have been a curd jar instead of this ball jars. They're a little bit different in the size. Okay. Okay. I have asked my husband for something practical for Valentine's Day instead of chocolate and instead of roses. Now, he's been buying me plants. He's been buying me flowers. And I like those instead of just roses all the time, you know, because he had bought me some different cactuses and one year, and then he has bought me, well, I say, yeah, the Christmas cactuses and Some call them Thanksgiving or Easter cactus. And peace lilies, and he bought me a dish garden one year. And he always takes me out somewhere nice. And this year I have asked for, okay, don't laugh. I've asked for 2 cherry trees to go in my yard. 2 cherry trees. I need cherry trees, and I would also like to get, let me just go ahead and bring this up, some peach trees. My sweet father-in-law, he lived with us for a while before he went to live at Retirement Village. And he loved to mow. Oh, he loved to mow. And he had this new John Deere, and he would go so fast on that thing. He would just zoom around the yard. Wouldn't take him long. And he was trying to be so helpful while he stayed here. And he ended up running over 2 of my peach trees. Okay, these peach trees were between 3 and 4 foot tall. I don't know how he missed them. I mean, I don't know how he ran over them and how he did not see them as tall as they were. But he thought it was grass, okay, in the backyard, because, well, you see where I have my other fruit trees in the backyard if you've been watching my other videos. And I didn't replace them last year because I thought I'm working on these garden beds, and I didn't buy any. So this year I need to go buy some more to go in the place of those. I have one lonely little peach tree out there, and I would like for it to start bearing, because I think it just turned maybe 3 years old. Okay. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure that it doesn't have a slither or anything. I almost thought that one had a nick in it too. Some of these jars have been washed. The kids have washed them up, and they like to drink out of them. Especially Eli. He likes to mix coffees and mint and stuff. I'm just kind of worried about this one. I don't think I'm going to use it either. And they get to washing them, and then they ding them. And so, because they like to drink out of them, which I do too. I mean, I love to drink out of a mason jar, and I love to drink out of glass. I can't stand to drink out of plastic. I thought I was going to balance it out. Now, I'm just set them down in there. Okay, these have to process about 20 minutes is all. Half pints, 10 minutes. Blueberries, just regular pints. Go about 20 minutes on them. And now I don't put the lid on. It's not necessary. Now, some people may say it is, but I never have put a lid on my canner. Except for the pressure canner, because you have to. Making sure that's got enough in it. So have y'all decided what you're going to put in your gardens this year? Just comment in my comments and let me know what you're going to be planting this year. I'm excited and I'd like to hear what you're planting. Especially if you're in our area. It's always good to see what other people are planting. A couple of years ago, for my husband and I's anniversary, I wanted to go to P. Allen Smith's farm. It's in Arkansas. It's called Moss Mountain Farm. And the lady that was giving us the tour let us get some of the seeds from one of his trellises. And these seeds came from Mount Vernon. And I have been meaning to plant those and see if I can get those started on a trellis. I would like to put it near my chicken pen so it would kind of shade my chickens. So I'm anxious to see if I can get those to come up this year. I may plant a few of those. But I mean, I thought that was kind of neat to have seeds that came from Mount Vernon, you know. Let me use this because I know that is really getting hot now. I am going to have to go and get a few more jars because I need to steam up a couple more. Liz, can you go get me a couple of big mouth jars? I just need 2. Liz is over here on the computer. She's usually in here with me, just kind of keeping me company when I'm in here in the kitchen. So, are we supposed to get more snow, or is it going to be getting prettier so we can get outside? I know everybody's anxious to get out after being cooped in all winter. Liz, aren't you going to say hi? I'm talking about on camera, honey. I guess you'll have to say hi later. I'm going to put that one in and steam it a minute. I think this one will fit too. Okay. Well, we've just about got these canned up. And those are probably just about ready to come out. Okay, and this is one. It doesn't take long to steam those because they're already clean. They've already been sterilized, but I like to still re-sterilize them if I can. Right before I can, just in case there's any dust or anything. But when my cans are washed and sterilized, I usually put a flattened ring back on it. And I know a lot of people, when they take their rings off because they say, okay, you're going to get a false seal. You know, you could have a false seal and it not be sealed, and you know, your food be ruined. Okay. And all the years, all the 30-something years that I've been canning, I have never had a false seal. Never. And I do not take my rings off. Unless I'm desperate and I need some rings. I think they look prettier with the rings still on them. And they just look good on the shelf. And when I like to stack mine. So if anything, I just like to leave them on there. That's just me. Now, I know some people don't, and you know, that's fine. But I'm just telling you from my experience that I've never had that problem. Okay, let me see if I've got enough room for another jar. I think I do in this one. Okay, we'll get this last one done up. There's still enough in here to probably can 4 or 5 more jars in the bottom of this. This one will probably have more syrup in it, but that's okay. So that'll be great on pancakes or blueberry pie, blueberry cheesecake. Oh my goodness. Or, you know what I like to do with my blueberries? I like to make a homemade strudel. I like to pat my dough out. I like to put my cream cheese down. I like to add my berries, and then I like to braid it across like a, you know, you've seen those braids that they sell, those butter braids in at Girl Scouts that you get those from. Or I think the school sells them. We bought several of those. Okay, there's our last jar going in. Okay, now that everything's in, I know that these have been in there a minute, and you could probably just go ahead and count those and just about take those out, but I'm just going to count my time and do them both together, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I'm going to go ahead and take these out because it has been a minute. I went ahead and turned my burners off, and it stopped boiling in the bottom of the pan. Okay, let's see. It's all there, and these are ready to come out. Put them on this side. You can hear them spewing. You can hear the tops coming down as soon as they hit the cool air. And it doesn't hurt if they go longer than 20 minutes in a water bath canner. Now, on some things, it will make it go to mush. You know, like your pickles and things like that go by what time it says that they need to be in and be out. But with these blueberries, They don't have to be firm. They don't, because they're going to be putting pies and stuff, and they're going to, but I wanted some berries in the juice. That's why I didn't go ahead and just completely juice them up. Now, if I had juiced them up, I would have made jelly or jam out of them. But we enjoy them, you know, so much on cheesecake and pie filling that I've decided just to do it this way, because Eli loves them in pancakes. He loves to bake pancakes, and he likes to get the little griddle out and makes, you know, things on it. So this is going to work out perfect for him because he's always baking. He loves to bake. And anyway, this is all we have today, and we're going to end up with, I have 5 jars over here that I'm going to put in the canner, the water bath canner, but I'm going to let those pots cool down because these they're warm, but I'm afraid if I put them in those pots, as hot as they are, that it will crack and break every jar. So I'm just going to let those completely cool down, cold, and these will be cold by then, and then I'll just put these in the cold water and let them both rise to temperature, and that way they'll seal off just fine, and I don't have to worry about my jars breaking. And let's see how many we're going to end up with. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're going to end up with 21 jars of blueberries on 15 pounds. So that's great. So I'll have to share with my sister, and thank you, Mitzi, for giving us the blueberries, and we appreciate it so much. Our family's going to love them. Well, anyway, that's all I have for today, and I thank you so much for joining us in our kitchen here, and we'll see what videos we're going to come out with next. And we hope that you subscribe to our channel and let us know something on the farm that you would like for us to make videos about. If it's about our chickens or our donkeys or whatever, just let us know, and we'll try to get that video out to you real soon. And we're going to have some new additions to the farm next month. We have a cockapoo, and we think she's expecting. So if she is, she'll have puppies around the end of March, and they will be available. They will be available for sale to go to new homes. So we have a registered Cocker Spaniel and a registered cockapoo, but I will be selling these without the papers. Usually with papers, they're about $2,000. That's what we paid for our female. We didn't pay so much for our male, but the time and the travel for hours out of state to pick our female up, I'm going to have to ask at least $600 for our puppies without papers. But anyway, and also, if you're interested, I have 2 part Cooney Coon, part Potbelly Pig. I'm trying to trade for 1 little feeder pig because we do not need the 2 Cooney Coons. And they're more Cooney Coon, I think, than they are Potbelly. They're just, you know, they're small like a Potbelly. But anyway, if you're interested in those 2 males, they are intact, and they are spotted up real pretty, a red and brown, and I think there's a black and white. But anyway, you can let me know, just comment on our channel, or you can Facebook me or text me. But we're wrapping this video up today, and we will see you again. Don't forget to subscribe to Tina Laster. We'll see you next time here at Laster Farm. God bless you. Bye.